Hello everybody and welcome back to Purbeck. So we need to continue really quickly today from where we left off in the previous episode, because we have lots to do in this month. We still have to clear these bales, and we have to harvest field number 34, which I think is bigger than this field. So first things first, we're going to jump into the Tucano, we're going to take the header off, we're going to put it onto the trailer, and then we can transport all of this machinery to field 34. And field 34 will also be baled, just like this one was, and we're going to sell the grain today from that field. Okay, so with the header removed, we can head over there first of all with the combine and get it into a good position for refitting the header. Drive through here. We might, when we rest, have a bit more slurry to spread. It would be good if we can do another field, another grass field, or even one of the ones that we've harvested. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a tricky field for header fitting. So, yeah, where shall I go? I think although it is the narrower side, this is the side we need to be on. And unfortunately the tractor is going to have to drive into the crop just a little bit, but there's nothing we can really do about it. Yeah, because we're fitting onto this side, so that should work out nicely. It's so much easier transporting the header with the tractor. It's nice to be able to do it all in one go with the combine, but yeah, on this map it's just too tight. And also, refitting would be a total nightmare. We'd actually destroy more crops by towing it with the combine, because we'd then have to drive all the way into the field, detach, and then reposition to get this fitted. Okay, right. So into the crop a little bit. Try and align it as much as possible. That should be good. Oh wow, almost spot on. Or was it spot on? Maybe it was. And now, I just need to get the tractor out of here. Or maybe just down the side of the field. Yep, that should be good. We'll leave it here for now. We're unfolded and we're ready. Let's go. This should yield quite well. It's not going to be bad, and we can use a worker, because although we do have a load of pylons in here, or posts, yes, they do not have collisions, so the worker will just drive through them. It's best if we don't watch that, but yeah, I think it's for the best, because then we don't have to keep dealing with the worker getting stuck. And even if the worker didn't get stuck, it would still make a bit of a mess. It'd be backing up and doing all sorts of manoeuvres trying to get around them. So I will just go around the headland to give ourselves a bit of space. Then it can go onto a worker. We'll bring the trailer across to here, and I need to go and move those bales. And then this field will need to be baled. I drilled the oilseed radish in the previous episode, and I think that only takes a month or so to grow. So that can be cultivated, and then we'll be able to drill. We'll be able to put the winter crop in. Probably, well, I think probably a winter crop. But now I've said that, maybe it would be better to leave it to the spring so that we can put in corn. So that we can do maize silage. Because that's quite a good field, there's quite a bit of space. Although, getting in and out of there is quite tight. That's a little bit of an issue. But there's no rush. There's still time to think about it. There's quite a lot of grass here. Does that go through to somebody else's grass field? It does. I don't think we own it. It's like an orchard sort of area. That's part of number 28. Oh, that might be the placeable area. Yes, that's just a flat area for creating your own yard or production area. A nice idea. Right, the last piece, we should make it back to the start without being full. I'm really hoping it's going to be trouble-free, the worker in this field. For anybody who didn't watch the previous episode, we do have a £120,000 loan because there was a bit of a mistake with the combine. The combine which I had, although it was a Tucano just like this one, it didn't have enough power for the header. That was a complete mistake by me. I just assumed that it would have had the power for a 7.7 metre header, but it didn't. And in fact this one, which is the largest Tucano we can go for, it only just has enough power. It's just right, really. So once we have gone up here, that's going to give us space to get the New Holland out. We need the tractor, but we don't need the trailer. And I think the John Deere is still over at the sell point, but we don't really want to have that trailer on the John Deere. That needs to go into the class. The John Deere wasn't powerful enough. Brilliant. Well, I might as well set it off on a worker, even though it's going to be full really soon. We don't really have time to waste. And should we risk setting it off on a worker right up against the bit I've already harvested? I think we will. It probably won't work, but it's worth giving it a go. Okay, so yeah, let's get this back to the farm, or back to the field, and I think once I've unloaded, we'll then get the New Holland taken to the other field so we can pick up the bales. Good grief. Oh no! The latest update has added collisions. No! That is more realistic, but yeah, I did like not having a collision on them. So that has meant that, yes, it is going to keep manoeuvring. Because when I drilled this field there were no collisions and it was so easy. Right, so what do? Do I harvest it myself then after all this? I think I might have to, because it's going to be pretty bad, the amount that it's going to be missing, and also it's just going to miss chunks everywhere. So it would take forever for me to go around cleaning up. Right, well that's changed our the way the day's going to pan out, or the afternoon. Yeah, looks like I'm going to be driving the combine. There's no rush to move the bales anyway, but it would have been nice to get that field cleared. It's a shame we can't use a worker on the baler. Okay, right, I think when we've unloaded the combine this time, that's going to be a full trailer. It's leaving a strip. So we're just going to have to let it do as much as it can do. Hopefully it's not going to get super confused, but I'd rather have it going off on a worker than have it just sat here doing nothing at all. Right, is that going to be a full trailer? Probably almost a full load. Oh, it is a full load. That's great. So yeah, as I discussed in the previous episode, the price is not going to be great because this is the time when everybody's harvesting. But there is one place where the price is higher than average for the time of year, and that is, well, it was the Fisherman. Looks like Mole Valley's increasing though. But yeah, the Fisherman is the place where we got the John Deere from originally. And I can't make that turn. What a pickle. Have to do a bit of a bush push. But anyways, 22,653 litres. It's going to be handy, that money. We're going to be keeping some of the straw, but we don't need to keep too much. Again though, straw is going to be at a bad price currently, so we can probably afford to keep some of that and then sell that in January. We are flying compared to when the John Deere had this. Oh, please don't park there. It's a tight enough turn as it is. Here we go. It would be nice to think that we could get maybe £20,000 to £25,000 from that field. That's almost 20. Yeah, I think 25,000 should be easily achievable. There's always a vehicle coming around the bend whenever I pull out. Right, back to the field. Let's see what sort of a mess it's left the field in. I'm going to have to go round, I think. We can't really turn right because that is a tight junction. If I back into here, then I should be able to turn left. And then we'll make an easy crossing into the field. Here we are. Right, where's my combine? Is it in the same field? Oh, it is. That's good to see. Is it doing a good job? Well, it could be worse. Yeah, that could be much worse. So we'll unload, and I will finish the field. It saved a bit of time. Thank you, worker. Your work is done. I reckon this field is going to produce quite a few bales. Harvest for this year is almost over. the combine harvesting like this. We do still have the foraging to do. So once this strip is done, I'll go back over there, get the few bits that have been missed. We should be able to fit it all into this tank. There we go, the final piece. That's a lot of straw. Wow. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of baling, but it's going to be good. Lots and lots of bales. What I might do is keep the bales from the first field and sell the bales from this field, because I think the bales that we've produced already are sufficient, really, for a winter's worth of feed. Because I don't know if I'm going to actually give the cows bedding. I know we should give them bedding, but I'm trying to produce slurry only, not solid manure. And if we give them straw bedding, they're going to produce solid manure. And I suppose that is in addition to slurry. I don't know if actually the two are linked. I don't know if they still produce the same amount of slurry if they're producing manure. If they're producing both and the slurry production remains the same, that would make it worthwhile. So we'll just get this emptied, and actually it might be better to wait until the next day, because that price is increasing. August is the worst month, typical. So yeah, I think we can get 9 something at least. The only reason why I sold the other loads was because we needed to free up the trailer. Alright, let's just pack things up first of all, and then I will clear the field of bales, then we'll go to sleep. There we go. Oh, that wasn't very neat. Take 2. There we go. So yes, the combine is now, thankfully, all detached from the trailer, so it's going to make it much easier to park it. Last time I had the trailer attached to it. I think I will keep the shed down the bottom there as the combine shed, because the shed just in there is quite a good place for the bales. So if we just park this in here, I don't think we're going to hit the roof. We should be alright. That can then stay here until next summer. It's not been a very big season for it. Next year should be bigger. Right, now the trickier part, getting the header trailer into the same shed. That is significantly more tricky. We could go in forwards, but then we'd have the issue of getting the tractor out. Yeah, I'm going to have to spin around so that we can just reverse into there. Maybe I can go through here and spin around in here. Yep. And then somehow reverse into there. To make it less painful to watch, I will time-lapse it. Unless, of course, I get it into the shed first time, which is highly unlikely. Yeah, that should be enough for one winter. It's got to get us through to the next harvest. We're going to have 6, 7, 8, yeah, probably about 8. We've got 2 more in the field. But if we do need any more, then I can obviously transfer some from the next field. Maybe we should have 10 just to play it safe. They are quite big though as well. There's actually over 8,000 litres of straw in every bale. I think that's this field cleared. This field was going to be a canola field, because it's going to be good timing. That is of course assuming the game allows you to drill in September. Yes it does. Oh, you can even do it in August. Lovely. We don't need to do it as early as August though. Actually, I do wonder if that calendar's been edited for this map. I think it has, because that seems much more accurate. Right. Ah, yes, the cows probably need a bit more water. Right, have I pushed that through? No, good. Yeah, what we need to do is get the John Deere back. Because the John Deere is going to be a good tractor to transport water with. And then once we've given the cows water, we'll rest, we'll get the new price for wheat, and then we'll sell it. I think the next episode is going to be quite a good drilling day. We're going to have quite a few fields to do. Like I said, maybe even the oilseed radish field. Oh, and that's a point. I wonder if we actually have to cultivate the oilseed radish. Maybe we can just direct drill it. You might have to cultivate it to sort of activate the green manure, the fertiliser. But I'll be testing all these things once it's ready. It was actually drilled in this same month, so it won't even look like it's growing yet. I actually get the water from the same field as the oilseed radish, so we'll be able to take a look. Just through here. Yeah, still just the drilled texture. So yeah, but hopefully by October, that should be ready to drill. Right, this is deep. It's deep, but it works. Free water. And as soon as we have the money, we'll get a bigger Bowser. Or we'll plumb it in. But the thing about the plumbing mod is you're actually paying for tap water, whereas this is river water, which is free. Obviously. It's not like, oh, I've left without paying. I did see that new mod actually, where you can place frogs into ponds. That's a lovely mod. I love that sort of thing. It's so simple, obviously not simple to make, but a simple mod, but just so lovely. Just to improve the wildlife. Right, so let's find the trigger. I usually have lots of luck over here. Actually, where that cow is. There we go. So that should keep them going. They're busy producing their milk. If we get out, we'll be able to see exactly how much milk and slurry we have. We have 4,476 litres of milk and almost 6,000 litres of slurry. Now that's going to change. Let's just close this gate. We'll go and rest and we'll see what we can get it to in the morning. The same with the money. Let's just keep a track of that money. It might be that we're going to a different sell point. 848 is currently the best. Let's see what it goes up to. Oh, very good. Mole Valley, 918. It is still increasing, but we do need to get the money in, so we're going to have to take that price. As for the slurry and milk, we'll see. I think the milk price is currently increasing as well. 4476 for milk. Oh, they're out of food. 5961 for the slurry. Were they out of food yesterday? Oh, that's not good. I want to give them total mix ration, but we need to get a mixer. I'll just give them a couple of hay bales. Two should be plenty. Because we don't want to be just giving them hay. We need to be able to give them total mix ration. But if they don't consume all the hay first, it won't be consumed at all. Which would be a waste. Right, let's go to their trough. Their rather muddy trough. There's a cow here. Hello, cow. Would you like some food? It's alright, don't mind me. I'll go around you. There you go. Some delicious food. It's waiting for its breakfast. That's good. Okay, hopefully I can get out of here. This is a muddy spot. Oh no. We do have the front loader, thankfully. It's going to help us get out. I think we'll make it. That cow has seen that there is food. And it's so hungry it's gone through the wall. This is where the ground firms up a bit. There we go. We're out. So let's go and sell the wheat. Left the beacons going. Mole Valley is... I think it's further away. I'm pretty sure it's over here. Okay, nope. Looks like I have no idea where it is. Oh, it's actually that one. Nice. That means we're going to be heading in the right direction. It's the closest one. It's a good sell point. Oh, it looks like our corn is ready. Maize. So we're going to have to get the forager rented in the very near future. And then we can start to make the maize silage clamp. Which also means that we can possibly sell our silage bales for a load of money. We are going to focus on getting the fields drilled though in September. I think we'll do the corn in October. And we can even go through to November. That is perfectly fine. It's a 3-month window. And this is the very start of it. So, yep, let's finish with a nice bit of income. Very good. 12,157. We've done well out of that field. So that is it. Next time we'll drill and we'll also bale for number 34. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And until next time, we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.